Peace. Supreme Almighty back in the building. Was good, y'all. Was good. We got the homie B Danger on the show. You know what I mean? Shout out to the sponsors, the Snow Goons, Creative Uses Music, Elite Sound International, Blazing Up Radio, Vinyl Frontier, Smile of the Ghetto Child, Usual Suspects. You know what I mean? Hope everybody's having a good week and shit. You know what I mean? Peace to everybody to be supporting the show and shit. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube as always. You know what I'm saying? Check out goonsgear.com. Check out creativejuicesmusic.com. You know what I mean? I got some details later on we're going to talk about too. Upcoming projects and shit. You know what I mean? There we go. Peace.
There we go. Right.
Peace.
Peace.
Yo, I literally ran to the room, bro. Hopped in my ass to the chair because I just grabbed my son and shit. I'm like, yo, I gotta get this shit ready. I see you called. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, yo,
I was busy today, man, and I had to straighten myself up. You know, saying work. You know, busy and all that shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But yeah. You know, we regular people, man. We love hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. I know what time it is, bro. Trust. I work from 7 to 7 almost every day, bro. So I know how that shit be.
Yeah. I work from 5:30 to 3, man. So I know.
Yeah. Oh, that's
the pain. I know the pain.
Oh yeah, them shifts be crazy. Word. Yeah. No doubt, but yeah, it's good to see you again, brother. You know what I mean? It's been a minute. It's been like a couple months since we did this shit last time and whatnot.
Yeah. It's just that I've been like, busy with work and I've been going through, little shows and here and there, family things and stuff like that. It's just that, I see that you be talking a lot, so I'd be like, yeah, I gotta get back with my brother because we had a good conversation the last time we was talking about hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of things that I didn't touch on when I was talking about hip hop, because you look at hip hop right now, one person said that is hip hop just turning into a soap opera, or is it turning into like just drama? Because people not even doing the music aspects of it no more. Like every time you look up, it's somebody doing this and doing that. Whatever happened to like the aspects of just doing the music, like this guy's album's dope or that guy's lyrics is dope. It's not. They don't even talk about things like that. They even talk about like they drama with a woman or they playing dice games and shit and doing dumb shit like that and getting shot for it. That's not hip hop to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not hip hop to me. So that's what I want to talk about. Then you got like legends talking about, things that happened in the past. I ain't gonna say the person's name, but like, why would you do that? It just hip hop is turning into something that it should not be. That's what I wanted to talk about.
It's always definitely a good subject, because I know we kind of got a little bit into it last time, not so much really the in-depth conversation and shit, but like, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. It's all for sales though. That's what people don't understand. Everybody thinks that everything you see is real. You know what I mean? It's that MK Ultra mind state for those that know how the real shit be when your eyes is open. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's the MK Ultra perspective, because people sit there, see the TV, these reality shows. I think we discussed it last time. Yeah. And they'd be like, oh, that's how it really be in their life. Nah, man, behind the scenes, they're like, yo, we need y'all to fight. We need you to throw the drink in this man's face. We need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the shit be. So everyone is all confused, especially with the hip-hop artists, where, rappers out here snitching, being mad soft.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you just said. You just said the magic word right there. You said that these hip-hop shows, like the reality shows, now that's what hip hop is turning to, like gospel. And I'm like, I don't care about what car he has or what money he has or what woman he has. we care about like we go back in time, like the lyrics, like back in the days, like when LL was battling Cannabis. That was it was a battle, but it was hip hop. It was hip hop. No matter who, you know, like a Cannabis got him or LL, that was hip hop. Or like when Caris One was had a problem with PM Dawn on stage and shit, and he threw Big Homie off the stage. You know, that was hip hop. I mean, it was drama, but it was hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, I don't know. It's just like the shit that I see now. It just makes me want to just back off. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just back away from what I do, because they don't look at it as the lyrics or the beats and what me and you would do. Me and you would do. They don't look at it that way, no.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is, though? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like hip hop is a reflection of self. So, you know what I mean? If you portraying a false image, then you're not reflecting yourself. You know what I mean? You're reflecting somebody else's image. So at the end of the day, you're not hip hop. That's not what the culture stands for. The culture is about representation of yourself, giving you a chance to voice yourself. You know what I mean? Freedom of speech is what America was built on. You know what I mean? Yo, beat, bad seed, peace, brother. You know what I mean? So it's like freedom of speech was what America was built on. And at the end of the day, hip-hop is a part of that. It's a vital part of that, because it gave nerds the chance to be themselves. It gave weirdos a chance to rap and speak about themselves, whatever, you know what I mean? So it gave everyone a chance, a voice of reason. So when you got these dudes out here flossing chains and renting cars and doing all this funny style shit, it don't work like that. And then you wearing motherfucking skirts out here talking about you hip-hop. I'm not gonna deal with that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not against people being themselves, but you drawing the wrong type of attention to hip hop. We ain't like that, because you know what I mean? They see these dudes in skirts and they want to approach somebody like you, thinking we all like that. Get back smacked right quick.
I mean, that gives hip hop, the hip hop that we do, that gives hip hop a bad name. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, we do boom bap hip hop, and that's where we derive from. The stuff that I see now, I don't know. I mean, the stuff that I hear now, I don't know what it is. And then when you see these guys, you know, they be in the news for something they did bad or something they did stupid, you know. And when you hear their music, you be like, what the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all making such a big deal out of it? So that's my whole point now. That's why I just like, you know, I still just love the aspects of what I do as a hip hop artist on the low, but I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to be around that genre of people where they just doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, trying to blow up and be around that, because that's not that's not me.
There's like so much levels to this bullshit, bro. Because it's like, you know what I mean? Because I touched on the subject before, but I think a lot of people really don't grasp the conceptuality of what I'm saying. So, you know what I mean? Peep game. So we got the OGs in the game and shit, the legends, right? So peep game. So a lot of them's like, yo, we just gonna let these little niggas say they dumb shit. We don't want to have nothing to do with them. But then they be drafting them same cats and doing project with them. So it's like,
that's my whole point. My whole point is that there's some old school artists who give these guys a pass, and I'm be honest with you, I'm not gonna give them a pass. You're not gonna see me doing no tracks with no drill rap or mumble rap, because that's just an insult to me. I might as well just say fuck it. I might as well stop doing hip hop if I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said again, you got some guys that's like in their 40s and 50s who be trying to do that drill rap shit, and they look stupid doing it. They look mad corny, and I just laugh at the whole aspects. I be like, dude, you was back in time doing boom bap, but you still trying to hang with this era. Look, and you looking retarded. You know what I'm saying? I remember I saw that's like I saw a video. You gonna laugh at this? I saw a video of Smokey Robinson trying to rap. That looked real stupid. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to do boom bap, but it wasn't working. Come on, Smokey Robinson, you a legend. That's my whole point. When you see cats that you see in the past and you see them doing drill rap, I'm like, nah, man, nah. So don't try to jump on the bandwagon and try to stay, in time because you think you're gonna stay in time like that. The only thing you're doing is make yourself stupid.
Mm-hmm. You know what it is too, man? It's like them trying to utilize the generational vocab too. Like I see a lot of people using the word cap, and I ask my sons this. I'm like, what the fuck is no cap? I'm like, I don't know what this shit is, and it's like I'm not gonna be saying shit like that. Now, you know what I'm saying? Lit and shit like that, I know what that is. So
no cap. They say no cap and on guard. That's the new shit to say now. On God. On God, I swear on God, my man. I be laughing at this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it's cool to try to stay in time, but don't, like I said again, to each his own. Like you just said, cats be wearing these skirts now and shit. I don't get that. It's bad enough, y'all cats in y'all 40s and 50s trying to wear these skinny jeans. I seen the dude talking about, old head don't like no skinny jeans. Of course we don't. I'm not gonna wear no fucking spandex just because this dude is wearing it. You know what I mean?
It don't look right. Even besides all that shit, it don't look right.
It don't.
You know what I mean? Especially me. I'm a chubby dude. I'm a bigger dude. And you know what I mean? If I seen a bigger dude, it's the jeans that look like they can't even come above your motherfucking kneecap. It just don't look right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been one for a dude to have, like, the boxes hanging out the pants and shit like that. That's never been my style. You know what I mean? It is what it is for those that do that. But to have it like that, where it's like it's suffocating your legs, like you legit, like it just don't look right. It don't matter how expensive the jeans are. It don't matter if you're wearing Jordans with the shit. It still don't motherfucking look right. So it's like, why bother doing it? It's a waste of fucking money. It's a waste of time trying to show off to people. You look like a fucking clown. Like, it's just, all this shit is not hip hop. You know what I mean? I know we did wear some weird shit though back in the 80s, you know what I mean, the early 90s.
Yeah, we did.
It's like
we did. I went through that phase too, but then I found myself like, wait a minute, no, we can't do this. I'm talking about. It seemed like that was when we was young, when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is, you got motherfuckers in their late 40s, early 50s trying to dress like they 19 and 20. That's where it's like, that's the shit that makes me laugh. You know what I'm saying? And they try not to be a part of that society, saying I'm not old head. It's no, I'm an OG. Yeah, I'm gonna stay. I'm up there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna try to be like these little young kids. No. Why would I want to do that? My father didn't try to do what I did, so why would I try to do what the little young kids do? You know, I come from the 90 era. You know what I'm saying? The late 80s, 90s, late 90s, early millennium era. That's where my hip hop derived from.
Based on that same subject, to kind of segue into another piece of it. Now, the artistry part of hip hop, that's probably something that bothers me just as much as the trend, you know what I mean, the clothes and the shit. Because I feel like the artistry has gone kind of a little bit left field with shit. Because I feel like so many artists are getting swept through the system because, you know what I mean, because of who they know, or because of this and that. And I feel like that's another problem with hip-hop, too, because I'm sorry, man. I'm an MC. I'm a spitter, natural-born spitter, man. So it's like,
exactly,
to hear these cats rapping fucking some real Elmo shit, some real motherfucking ABC shit, and then get a pass for it, you know what I mean? Get out of jail free card for shit for it, ruins the artistry too.
Shit, you know what I mean?
You know
These
what I mean?
cats rhyming like Beavis and Butthead. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, it's hot. That's supposed to be hot. That's supposed to be the new wave. Nah, it's not. It's not the new wave. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna support nothing that sound like they retarded. And again, I know why. I said this the last time. Why they pushing out that dumb rap, the rap that doesn't make any sense, is because they try to dumb down hip hop. They try to dumb down hip hop. They don't want you to be intelligent and a smart MC like Carrot One was, or how Rakim was, or how Nas is. You know, those guys were saying something. Even back in the days, like I said again, like the Brand Nubians, the Poor Righteous Teachers, you know, those guys were saying something. They don't want that today. And then you do got some intelligent hip hop artists now, but you'll never hear them on the radio. You never hear them.
Right. You know what it is, though? I think it's because everything has become user friendly. What I mean by that, for those that haven't heard that terminology, this is my version of it. User friendly is they're trying to make everything easy to push out, easy to sell, easy to spend money on. So it's like, you know what I mean? So they try to generalize a bunch of rappers by just having them all rap about the same shit, or all have them sounding the same, as opposed to outreaching those that actually have a skill level that's worth mentioning, or bars worth mentioning. So that's that's always been the that's always been the plan, even back with commercial rap, because Diddy wanted everybody to sound the same. 112, all his rappers, everyone had to sound Shine sounded like Notorious B.I.G. You know what I mean? Everybody sounded the fucking same. So it's like that's how the agenda always was, but now it's getting ridiculous because it has such an
scary now. It's very scary now. Like I said, back in the days, you made a point. I said this the last time. Organized Confusion didn't sound like Gangstar. Gangstar didn't sound like Jared the Damager. Boot Camp Click, Sniff and Wesson, Helter Skelter, Buckshot, and them didn't sound like Wu-Tang. Everybody had their own identity. Onyx didn't sound like God's Effect. EPND didn't sound like K-Solo, etc., etc. Now, everybody, you cannot tell them apart. They all look stupid. They all sound stupid, and it just makes me like. And then, like I said again, like we said earlier, it's not even about the music anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll put out some A B C D E F G shit, and then they will talk about what's going on, like some female got shot in the foot by another nigga, and they make a big deal out of it, you know, like they make a mockery out of everything, and I'm like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who cares? And then you got these female rappers today, like they not all of them are just strippers. To me, I mean, like they not MC Light, you know what I'm saying? They not Bahamadia. They're not Lauren. I mean, like, where's the intelligence of the female today? And they just keep pushing that and pushing it, and it's just going nowhere. It's going nowhere. It's making our little kids suffer with this shit. Now you got little 5-year-olds want to be like Meg Stallion. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? So there it is.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up because I made a couple of the homies. They are female spitters. I don't really like to call it like that because I don't like to I don't like to word it like that because I don't like to separate. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But yeah, saying we had similar conversations with them. I had to ask them these questions because you know what I mean. I don't know how they feel about the game and shit. Cause shit is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
I'm still here.
I thought you. So shit kind of got a little crazy with them because it's like, you know, I had to ask them, like, all right, so what's your thoughts on the what do you want to call it, the sexism with the game and shit? Because, you know what I mean? Because you can see the game clearly picked Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim over.
That's where it started.
Light. Yeah.
That's where it started.
So
that's where you just said. That's where it started. And now look at her. Now I ain't want to say her name, but look at little Kim now. I mean, she looks scary. If I see her in the dark, I'll run. I don't think
we had this conversation.
She like the penguin from Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
that's sad. She didn't have to do that to herself.
I'm dead. Yo, but like we had this conversation though, because they were like they kind of agreed though. Like, you know what I mean? It's good. It's good. Like, to put it this way, they felt like it's good to be confident and to be a woman, which is obvious. You have every right to be, just as much as a dude needs to be confident with your rhyme style, because otherwise you can't deliver properly. You can't be dope if you don't got confidence. But when it comes to the sexism in the game, I don't feel like women should be stashed to the side if they're not matching, like, the Meg Stallion or whoever the fuck all these people are, like their looks and shit like that, because there's a lot of dope female MCs, and because of the way the game is orchestrated, they don't get to see the same kind of light that they need to, and that's another problem in hip hop. There's so many pieces to it, like, you know what I mean? I feel like hip hop right now. Hip hop was like hip hop was like a puzzle. When you had all the pieces together, the picture was clear. Mm-hmm. But when you start taking out the pieces and start breaking something that shouldn't have been broken in the first place, now there's a whole bunch of shady shit going on. Like, yes. You know what I mean? You took the B-boys out. That was a part of it, because dancing is a part of hip-hop. It's in the bone.
They basically took all the aspects of what hip-hop is. You know, like MCing, DJing, graffiti and breaking. They took all that out. Now it's just about, you know, females shaking their ass, twerking, dudes talking about drugs and doing all types of dumb shit. It done went so left that that's what they think hip hop is. And then if that's the case, once they separate that shit, let them call it something else, because it's not hip hop. What we talking about, like the boom bap, that's hip hop. Whatever they doing is not hip hop. It's something else. Like they call it drill rap, call it drill rap, call it trap rap, whatever.
I mean, how many tracks can somebody make about fucking drugs? Don't put me in that category,
because I'm not a part of that shit, and I don't want to be a part of that shit.
Right. I mean, how many tracks can somebody make about fucking drugs, bro? How many tracks can someone make about guns? I honestly feel like 50 Cent already took care of that in the 90s. When he came out with Gun Runner, that should have been the end of it. I don't want to hear no more about motherfucking guns, bro, because can't nobody top that song.
When Nas was talking about he was a gun, that should have been it right there. And wait, before Nas did that track, Pheromone did it. Pheromone did it on the Stress album. You know what I'm saying? So we've been talking about that stuff. Coochie Rap been talking about it, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, you know, when we rhyme about it, we rhyme about it in a metaphorical way, in an intelligent way. You know what I'm saying? And these guys, they don't rhyme by an intelligent way. They just pretend. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to make up stories. You know,
bro,
they don't know how to put words together, because again, they don't read no books. You know, they don't read. They don't know how to articulate or none of that. And so that's why I just back away from this aspect of what they call hip hop today. And I continue doing what I do with what I do, and I try to create different shit. You know, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ask me, oh, why you don't want to do this and why you don't want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? They'll send me a trap beat, and I'll be like, huh? A mumble rap beat. I'm not rhyming off that shit. You see me rhyme with that shit? If you see me rhyme with that shit, you might as well just tell me to jump off the building, because I would never do that shit.
I mean, I don't like to knock nobody's house so mad, but on some real motherfucking shit, bro. If you 50 years old, still rapping about selling drugs, and you still on the corner, man, why should anybody take you fucking serious? I'm sorry.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense. Like, we supposed to see, that's another part of hip hop too, the culture part of the hip hop. You know what I mean? Because back in the days, Cool Herc, everyone took care of everybody. You know what I mean? We all try to look out for each other in the neighborhoods and et cetera, communities and shit. That was a part of hip hop. But now it's like we don't got none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got 50-year-old dudes selling drugs and trying to rap about it, teaching little kids that it's cool to do that
when
shit.
Their pants sagging down, with tight jeans on and shit, and got a gray beard and a big ass coat, talking about, yo, we get money out in the street. Nigga, you like 68 years old. It's done.
Yo,
like, I just look at motherfuckers like, yo, what the fuck is going on in this world now? Like, you know, like, I don't even want to, I have to bring it up, B. Like, I got love for the brother, but what's going on with Keith Murray, B? Like, it's all about, like, talking about this and that. Like, yo, just leave it alone, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just bugging out right now. Everybody just bugging out on the hip hop now. They're not talking about, like this guy, do you like his album? Yo, his album was dope. I don't hear that stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? It's all about a drama phase. Like, they want to see somebody fight. They want to see somebody shoot somebody. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Y'all go ahead and keep doing that shit. Leave that negativity shit over there to the left of me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna talk about the aspect of hip hop, like where Cass is writing, how he writes, and how his beats are, I'm all ears. You know what I mean?
You know what it is though, because rappers such as yourself, rappers like me, we're considered conscious rappers because you know what I mean? Because we got bars, but we know how to work it a way that it's not like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not dumbing it down. So it's like, but then what people want to hear, which they say they don't want to hear, but what people want to hear is the drama hip hop, the who got shot by who did this, and that. So it's a fucking it's hip hop.
The media did that. The media created that whole aspect of it because they, like I said again, when you had back in the early 90s when Brad Nubian was out and X-Clan and Pro Righteous Teachers and all of them, they was talking about the conscious rap. They was like, in Public Enemy, they was like letting them out there. But then the more they let them out, they said, wait a second, what are these guys doing? What are they talking about? Oh, we got to shut this down. We got to shut that shit the fuck down because it's making these kids smarter. So let's throw some dumb shit in there. Let's throw some Pee Wee Herman shit in there, and then just let these motherfuckers do dumb shit. And that's what happened. That's what happened. Like around, like I say, like it started right in the 2000s, and then you notice like back in the days you had the Barbito and Stretch Armstrongs, you had the halftime radio show. You know what I'm saying? You had all those underground radio stations that was just playing nothing but straight boom bap. And you listen to that today, you listen to all those, you can hear them on YouTube, you hear them today, and it still sound authentically dope. You know what I'm saying? Like you listen to all the stuff back in the days. I was listening to, what's his name, Godfather Don. Whatever happened to him, he was just sick. He was sick with the lyrics. Scaramanga. See, people don't remember these guys. It was dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I just seen somebody put up Jig Masters. Dope. You know what I'm saying? That was some dope shit back in the days. You know what I'm saying? But you don't hear stuff like that anymore.
Yeah, it's, you know what I mean? It's just, people are just brainwashed, man. I mean, you know what I mean? To each his own. Like, if people want to hear that shit, I mean, it is what it is. But keep it in its own fucking lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep us the fuck out of that shit. Because, like, it's becoming a problem where, you know what I mean, you can't tell culture from bullshit. And it's like, what's the point of even trying to keep the art alive if there's only a few of us, a minority of us, as opposed to the majority that want to play into the bullshit? It's being hypocritical. You can't say you don't want no more drama, you don't want no more killings, you don't want Latinos killing Latinos, black killing Latinos, but then you want to hear it in music. It's being hypocritical. You can't do that. You can't do that. If you want positive reinforcement, then you need to put that into the brains. You need to put that into the lyrics. It can't always be about drugs and shooting and this and that. And that's the problem with hip hop too. It's too much. It's just too much. Stories and all this bullshit being put out there, and it's just completely ruining the whole concept. The whole point is just to have fun, to give people a chance to come off the streets, to do something with their life. You still doing music, you still making money off music, you still selling drugs, but just because it makes you cool or it makes you thugged out or some shit, man. You missing the fucking point, man. Because the point of this game is to get off the street. You know what I mean? To do something with your life.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of people don't understand, they don't grasp that idea. To them, it's the game. You know what I mean? The drugs and the game go together. Yeah, that might have been back in the day. Because that's what you had to do.
Like I said, back in the days, sure we had the street mentality in hip hop. But again, it was a big difference than today. You know what I'm saying? Like prime example, MOP. Yeah, they talk about the streets, but they talk about like the streets about not doing those things. You can hear the conscience in it. You can hear the conscience in Coogee rap. You know what I'm saying? Like Jared the Damager, Gangstar.
They're more like metaphorical, but see that's exactly. But they also stick to it. So it's more like a warning shot in the hip hop, because it's
that's basically like how Onyx was doing. It's just like a warning. But these motherfuckers is like today they more like I don't believe you when they be saying these things. I'm like, yo, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna be tough and you got a man purse? That doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Y'all call us backpack rappers, right? But y'all walking around with a fucking pocketbook, a blue and pink pocketbook. How the fuck can you be better? I'm done,
bro.
I'm done, B. Real talk.
You know what I mean? Dudes be rocking fucking blouses and shit, like walking around with motherfucking men heels or whatever the fuck them shits is. Like,
then they be wearing fucking what's them Uggs. Now you got men, instead of you wearing Timbs now you wearing fucking Uggs. So I supposed to believe that you a killer? The fuck out of here. That's the shit that's the shit that I be like, you know what, Brian? I'm gonna do a Muhammad Ali and retire. I'm gonna do a Mike Tyson and retire.
Yo,
y'all can have that, and that's why I just stay away from it now. And I just still love the underground hip hop, the old school underground hip hop, and the original hip hop, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because like we said. We know, like we say names like, you know, like I said last time, I said Spit Gems. I just said Godfather Don, Scaramanga, you know, the Nurses Lounge era, you know, the halftime radio shows era, the Read the Lost Causes and all that. We say these names, motherfuckers be lost. They be lost. Wow. They won't know where their head's at. You know what I'm saying? It'll just be coming left and right. So that's why I don't talk about it no more when these guys be asking about hip hop. You know, sure, y'all know Griselda, okay. But, you know, they done kind of went a little left too, but I still listen to some of their shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it just, hip hop is not the same anymore. And it's been going down for the last, like I say, a good 10 years, 10, 11 years now. Even before that. It started like you said with Puffy and Biggie and Pop Beef. That's what I started to see it like, But while that was happening, the underground scene was still bubbling. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember what's his name? I had it on my head. He did the Last Emperor Raw. Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was dope. You know, see, you had cats like that and they didn't ever get their recognition. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm so glad you brought him up, bro, because he was in the back of my head when we saw him out this the whole fucking time. He is one of the most underrated MCs.
A lot of underrated dudes back in the days, man. And there's a lot of like whatever happened. That's why I always wanted to make a show like whatever happened to this guy. What happened to that guy?
If people want to learn like what real hip hop is, Last Amp is a prime example because he even made songs about dissing himself. Dissing himself, and he made songs that were conceptual to the next level. Plus, on top of everything else, he didn't even curse in his shit.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Those are the type of... And he even said it in one of his songs, too, for those that are fans of the Last Sample. He even said it himself that he hides. He don't like to be out in the public eye like that. He like to do his own thing, and people be mocking him because of it. But it's like he's still one of the dopest MCs, and it's like we need shit like that. We need someone that can really touch a level.
Yeah, because he made the track. He made the track like superheroes versus rap artists. You know what I'm saying? The Secret Wars.
Secret Wars.
That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? And if you play that now, motherfuckers would not even know what that was. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so fun fact about that, though.
Say that.
Fun fact about that, bro. Fun fact about that song, though. From what I heard, rumor was he did all the voices in that song. That, I'm sorry, but that is fucking amazing. If you can, you know what I mean, you can voice yourself over as all these characters.
That's talent. That's talent. Whoa. Like I said, the other day I was on YouTube. They got this whole, they got like maybe like about like 10, 11 of them on there, like 10 mixes of all those old 90 mixes, and you listen to the guys. Some of these people I remember, but I don't remember. I'm like, wow, like that shit was so dope, man. It's like that hip hop right there, like 95 to like 98. I say 94 to like 98. The radio station they was playing all those mixes was crazy dope, B. And that's what's missing now. You know what I'm saying? That's what's definitely missing now. When you had artists that were just pure lyrics, and they had it, and we didn't have no internet back then. No internet, no nothing. We just came out of impulse.
Word. Yup. Yeah, to sit there and look at the back cover, see who was featured on what. You had to sit there and dig online through the dollar catalogs and shit where you could get 10 CDs
you had to go to
$1 or whatever.
Like Fat Beats had a lot of shit. Beat Street, you know what I'm saying? All those stores, you go get a vinyl, and you be listening to it. You know what I'm saying? I remember this group. I know you probably know Tomorrow's Weapons. Remember them? You got
Tomorrow's Weapons.
Look that up, B. They was dope too.
Sounds familiar, man. I'm kind of dusty on some of my older hip hop. I'm still trying to catch up though, because I'm like I'm so caught up in myself with it. A lot of hip hop. Like I blast Nas religiously. The Illmatic album, I blast that shit religiously.
Of course,
so
everybody does.
You know what I mean? But I get real into it to where I listen to it the whole day. That's all I would listen to. So it's like, I'm trying to backtrack too on a lot of the older shit.
And I'm glad you brought up Nas. Like, I don't think we touched on it the last time. Like, how did this guy come out of nowhere talking about Nas is not irrelevant? Nigga, you're not irrelevant. Nigga, we don't even know. I won't even listen to you. I won't even pay attention to you walking down the fucking street. And that's my fucking point. Again, let me control myself. These little motherfuckers have no fucking respect for the old school hip hop artists that paid them the fucking way to do they fucking trash. That's what makes me like laugh, like what the fuck? When my father them came up with like the Temptations and the Spinners and the Ohio Players and Earth, Wind and Fire, you know what I'm saying? I respected their music. Even in hip hop, like when Grandmaster Flash came out and Run DMC and Curtis Blow, I respected that. You know what I'm saying? That was dope.
Yeah, yo, bro, what song? They had this one group on. So this is the other thing I was saying, like with the DJs, man, if they know this shit is trash, they need to cut it right then and there. Because like when I heard this one interview, the dude was about to freestyle, and I don't know what DJ it was, but he threw on a Premier beat. And this fucking rapper, this dusty ass, crustball ass motherfucker was like, nah, don't give me no boom bap shit. Don't give me no Premier beat.
I remember that. I
wondered, yo, I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? I was like, this is... Yo, never again did I watch whatever the fuck show that was, because I'm like, nah, son, if I was a DJ, I would have did some Biggie shit through a water bottle at this nigga, son. You know what I mean? Like, what you mean? No Premier beats. What is you talking about?
I saw that. I would have been like, you gotta go, B. You can't be in the room with me. You gotta go.
Bro, I was hurt. I was hurt inside, yo. I didn't know how to feel about that, yo. I felt like Cormega, like I wanted to shoot the TV, like type shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck did man just say, bro? Like, nah, son. I'm sorry. No, you lost all credibility for that shit. I'm sorry. I mean, I can understand if you can't rhyme on the beat. That's whatever. At least try, but don't be like, nah, don't put on that shit like it's trash or something. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, come on, man. Yo, these cats is... And then some of these motherfuckers be trying to freestyle. I guess I gotta give it to them that they have the courage to spit, but you fucking are... Well, you can't even rhyme? Are you just using words and utters to make up for the words? Like, just take your ass off line. Like, get the fuck off. Like, when you no money...
When you sound like the official retard, when you sound like an official fucking dummy, and you trying to freestyle, I walk away. You know what I'm saying? I just walk away. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about popping pills and you talking about popping this and that, and I ain't this and I got shooters and da-da-da, and your jeans is tight and whatever. I'd be like, yo, get the fuck away from me. Go that way. Like I said.
Yeah.
And, you know, like I said, in New York, and we New Yorkers, you know what I'm saying, regardless where we live at now. I live down North Carolina now. But it's sad what's going on up there in New York where they think that they gotta be like the other coast, like, you know, they got it wrong like that. And I didn't see that happen a lot up there, like at shows, like, nigga, you don't even sound you from New York. You knew Queens sound. You knew how the Queens sound like Nas. You knew how Brooklyn sound like Boot Camp Click. You knew the Bronx, Carriage One, and Showbiz and AG, Big Pun. You know what I'm saying? Every borough has its own identity. Now, when I'm in New York now, it's like, oh, you from New York rhyming like that?
Yo, word.
I thought you was from Atlanta or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole point. It's done. It's the identity's done.
It's like, yo, we used to be the niggas that everybody was scared of. We used to be the niggas that everybody used to be like, yeah, that's them New York cats. Now, when we come from New York and go somewhere else, Tim's laced and all that, and people was looking at us like, nah, you ain't from New York. We done fucked up. You know what I mean? We done fucked up because that was our shit. We did the Timbs all year round, niggas. We the flight jackets. We the, you know what I mean? We make the shit fresh. Now we out here going out there. We going out there with motherfucking Crocs, looking like motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
What is that all about? What is that? Like, you got dudes out here wearing them shits. Like, that's hip-hop now? That's what I'd be like, yo, I'm done. You will never catch me with none of them shits on. Ever.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, I'm saying though, those Crocs, man, they kill me, bro. Ain't that the shit that your moms used to wear, planting fucking shit in the ground?
Yes.
What the fuck is that shit?
That's something that your mother be planting flowers out in the garden.
Yo,
now you got motherfuckers they got different colors of that shit. Looking like a fucking now later and shit. Like a fucking like they got Pepto-Bismols on their feet.
They be trying to match they fucking fitted caps to the Crocs, and I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you, bro? You look like you about to go to fucking, you know what I mean, go to the beach right quick, and you out here spitting in ciphers like that, bro. Get the fuck, I don't give a fuck if it's camouflage Crocs, or I don't give a fuck what it is, bro. That shit is, and then they be fucking all trying to design it and try to graffiti it. That ain't gonna change the fact of what it is.
That's why I'm saying they try to hip hop it out, but it's not gonna work. You got on some women's slippers, man. That's why I be like, nah, it ain't me. It ain't me. I know I'm not going crazy. I know I'm not.
Niggas got the greenhouse joints. They got the Crocodile Dundee joint, the greenhouse effect shits, man. Like, wow, bro, I can't. That shit is too much, man. And then they be fucking wearing their socks all the way up to their knees. It's like, niggas, you gonna go play basketball, you gonna go plant flowers. I'm a little confused, like, what the fuck is going on with the dress codes and shit. I don't know, man. Like, like I said, we dressed weird in the 80s and shit.
Not like,
you know what I mean?
Not like they do now, B. Yeah.
I mean, but that was them. But that
in
was
the 80s. All right, you're right. You're right about that. Now, in the 80s, you know, you know, the rappers that we looked up to, you know, they was wearing some weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? They was. And I was like, I didn't even like the shit. You know, and I was a little boy, and I was looking at that shit like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Then Run-DMC came around. Run-DMC came around and gave us the uniform of hip hop when they had the Adidas and then the leather coats and then the Lee Twills. They gave us that uniform, and then it went from there. It started going from there. Then Rakim came around, then Carriage One came. You know, LL came around. It gave us that uniform. But like before that, you had Grandmaster Flash and Furious Friday. It was wearing some bugged out shit. That was that's what it was. But now these motherfuckers, they don't have to do that. They going backwards. They going backwards.
Yeah,
now. And I'm like, they
is like
tough with that shit.
It just looks like it's just lazy shit, bro. It's like it's just bumming it out. You know, and then it's like somebody was like, yo, I can't afford Jordan, so I'm gonna just throw on Crocs, just have everybody follow my trend type shit. Like that's kind of what it felt like, because it don't make sense. See, back then they was dressing like that to set a trend, because that's the style. That's how it was. This shit is just lazy. It's not even, you know what I mean? Because, you know what I'm saying, I used to yell my sons. I used to yell my sons for
hoodie. They wear a big ass hoodie with some tight ass shorts and them crotches, and the socks gonna wear like Michael Cooper, like they fucking Michael Cooper from the Lakers.
With the motherfucking man person shit. It's like you ain't going to no business meeting, nigga. What the fuck you got up in there? Like, come on, bro. Like, you shit is wild, son. Like, I don't be understanding it, man. I mean, like I said, that's y'all lane. Y'all stay in that motherfucking lane, bro. But if you step in
the other day, my man got at me. You know, he thought my shit was tight, and they not. I had on some Adidas sweatpants, and I got some Nike sweatpants, and I'm sitting there like, you know, they look like it, but you know that they making them the pants are size 44s, but they making these pants like fucking tight. Now you can't even go buy a fucking real baggy pair of pants no more.
It's the agenda. Yo, I'm so fucking glad you brought that up. I thought it was just me. I'm a bigger dude, and I try to go shopping, my dude, and the pants, it'll be a size 46, and the shit be hugging the fuck out my legs. What the fuck is that? It don't make sense.
I wear a size 44, and I'm like, yo, when I bought 44 back in the days, they was a little loose fit. Now I'm like, wait a second here. What the fuck is going on? What are they trying to do to us? So now I gotta go up. I gotta go up to 46, like you said. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And boot cut ain't even boot cut no more. Boot cut is fucking skinny. It don't make. I'm confused. Like, what the fuck?
Now they want everybody to be tight ankles, tight ankle niggas. I don't want to be no tight ankle motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Looking like Pee Wee Herman and shit. Now they got motherfuckers out here. Pee Wee Herman would be in style today. That's just how bad it is.
Yo, this shit is crazy, bro. I can't go shop for shit, bro. A 2X is a large. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
motherfucker, a fucking size 46 is like a 38. It's like I don't be know what the fuck to buy. I can't even buy shit, bro. I'll be like, yo, fuck all this, man. This shit don't look right. Like I'm not going out here. You know what I'm saying? Like walking like a fucking robot and shit down the street. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not doing all that shit. Like, fuck it, man. I stick to my old trends. That's cool, man. Because I'd rather that than walking with my pants halfway up my kneecaps and shit. Like, what the fuck? I'm not doing that shit, bro. Like,
your ankles, they be wearing them jeans in the bottom, their ankles are showing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
yeah,
that nigga would be in style today. You know what I'm saying? When that nigga back in the days, we used to make fun of motherfuckers like that. Now that's the shit.
Mm-hmm. Facts, man. All the shit that they be wearing now, bro, forget about it. You would not survive in my high school with that shit. Hell no. You couldn't even get away with wearing pink or purple like a lot of these dudes do in my school. You couldn't do none of that shit, bro. Like, nah, son. So it's like now these cats get away with all that. That's why I can't, yo. If I stepped in the cypher with one of these clowns, man, I don't know, man. I might have to say, yo, fuck a freestyle. We battling, bro. Because I can't stand what you fucking wearing right now. That shit's not hip hop.
I've been at shows where motherfuckers be trying to, take a picture and shit with me. I be like, and I be looking at their gear like, I don't want to be caught with you in the picture. I don't want to be caught in the picture with you looking stupid. Here I am looking like official boom bag cat, and you sitting there looking like you down with fucking Milli Vanilli. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I can't, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then, man, I can't. I just, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, man, aside from all the style and shit, it is what the fuck it is. You can't really, I mean, I don't know. I can't deal with that shit. But on the lyrical content, man, I wish cats would step their fucking balls up, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm tired of hearing the same shit, man. I want to hear real motherfucking punchlines, metaphors, shit that no one's said before. I want to hear some real motherfucking bars, man.
And that's why I always listen to, like, cats like Mayhem Lauren, you know what I'm saying? He keeps it like hip-hop, like I listen to cats like that, Willie the Kid, you know what I'm saying? Or Spec 38, I like listening to those guys. You know what I'm saying? I like to listen to some real authentic boom bap. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still kind of stuck on my halftime memory lane shit, bro. Like I can't get the shit out of my head, the shit that Nas was saying in them 2 tracks. And then even with that, you know what I'm saying? I would take Akinelli's whole album over anything these newer dudes is putting out. Even though Akinelli a wild dude, and he be saying some real wild shit about these chicks, I'd rather listen to that old motherfucker. This man rapping about pussy all fucking day to hear this bullshit I be hearing nowadays, bro. Straight up and down.
True.
Like, you know what
I either listen, like I said, I listen to some new underground hip hop, or I'll go back to the '90s. That's it. I don't fuck with the radio because it'll fucking hurt my ears. It'll pain my ears, and then I try to, every time I see a motherfucker trying to add me as a friend and he doing some trap shit and he got on some them shoes that you talking about, I don't add them. Like, we have nothing in common, my man. Nothing in common. So why would you want to add me when I don't even do nothing that you do? So why the fuck are you trying to add me as a friend or follow me? Because we had nothing in common. You mud and I'm clean. So we have nothing in common. It's like salt and sugar don't mix. It doesn't work. It's not gonna work.
Yo, I think your new joint, bro, should be like, you should call it greenhouse shoes or some shit. Just clown all you motherfuckers, like straight up and down, like you know what I'm saying? I want somebody to get all these motherfuckers, bro.
Man, I done put so many metaphors and disrespect them so many times. I'm gonna continue coming at them till they be like, oh, who this guy? I've been doing that for a hot minute. I don't care. You go listen to Like you said, Arrival Awakening, you're gonna hear it on that album. If you hear Extreme Being, you're gonna hear it on that album. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it on the singles that I had. So I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat shit. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, they okay. You know, they gotta. No, they not okay. They not. I'm not gonna give them a pass. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't even mention these guys' names.
It's the new generation.
I don't even like talking about. I'll be like, who like when a rapper dies, like I said that the last time. You know what I'm saying? They'll die over some stupid shit. Like I just said, one of these rappers died over a dice game. If you're a billionaire, if you're a millionaire, why the fuck you throwing dice?
Yo, yeah, you hit the motherfucking nail right in the head with that shit. That shit don't make no, but that's what you were saying. You was fucking 50 years old. You even 30 years old. You out here motherfucking slinging drugs on the corner, man. Some of these motherfuckers be having their kids sitting in the motherfucking stroller outside the motherfucking store flipping. And they be dressed head to toe all Jordan Nike shit, bro. That shit ain't fucking cool. I don't give a fuck. You might shoot me for saying some stupid shit, but I might be the dumb motherfucker to be like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? Go do something with your life, man. The fuck, like, it don't make sense. You know what I mean? I'd rather go out in fucking fucking socks or bare feet than to wear the motherfucking Crocs and all that weirdo shit. I ain't doing it, bro. I'd rather fucking walk on broken glass.
Like I said, like we said earlier, hip hop today. This is the topic I wanted. Hip hop today is like a walk-in talk show. It's not like what we talking about now. It's like a walk-in talk show. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the females out here talking about relationships, and you got the dudes talking about relationships, and black women don't like black men, and black men don't like black. I'm sick of that shit. Fuck out of here. You like me or you don't. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about no dumb shit in my music like that. That's it. It's hip hop is not. People don't even talk about, like, back in the days. You'd be like, yo, Nas album. Which was better, Nas album or Mobb Deep's album? And stuff like that. We don't even hear stuff like that no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't hear nothing like that no more.
That's because
we don't even try to rate people's albums no more. Like this last Nas album was dope. You know what I'm saying? But you rarely heard people talking about the Nas album. There was always something about Meg Stallion getting shot in the foot. Stupid. You know what I'm saying?
It's because
I don't care.
People are saying their ways, bro. Nas is never going to be crowned best of New York because there's always going to be Biggie and because there's always going to be Jay-Z, whatever. But the bottom line is Nas to this day is still making hits.
Right.
Like, I can't fully agree to his last album, though. I can't fully agree. It was good. I like Nas in general, but it's the beat selection for me sometimes with Nas. It kind of hit or miss with him, like his choices and shit. But it was decent. But as far as Nas goes, man, he's done so many fucking consecutive albums every year, every few months, every whatever the fuck. Like, you have to give him the title. You can't say that about Big. He didn't live long enough. Like, I know I'm probably going to get mad hell for saying this shit. Because everybody on Biggie dick. It's cool. I understand. He was good. He was dope. But he did not have enough to put out because he didn't make it that far. Same with Big L. But Big L is a different story because he had the punchlines. He had the consistency.
Big L was the dopest. See, that's another one. Big L was mad dope. They didn't give him no props, and I felt like if he would have stayed around, it would have been some problems for a lot of artists today that made it big. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like that dude not to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like when Diamond D did a lot of beats for him, I was like, yo, this kid is sick, man. He's sick.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I understand the whole Biggie being king of New York and shit, but it doesn't, you can't, you have to give it to someone that, you know what I mean, lived up to the task.
Like even Big Pun, he didn't stay around long because he died. He was dope too. But to me personally, like those guys, you just said it. Like the guys that I look at that passed away. I was, like I said, I liked the Biggie, but I wasn't a Biggie fan like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like that's because he's up there status quo. The guys like Big L, Big Pun, Sean Price, rest in peace. Those guys was like the dudes that they should have paid homage to before they passed away. Passed away.
I feel like each one of them brought a legendary status to each borough. But if you're considering New York is what New York is, where there's so many boroughs, there's so much to New York. If you were going to sum it up in one artist, you know what I mean? Let me put it this way. Like, if you know what I'm saying, if you had to go by consistency, you had to go by lyricism, you had to go by overall stature, you would have to pick Nas in the category. You would have to, just because he's still doing it. And on top of that, he made his hit. He's been featured with everybody. He's worked with everybody. He's been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He brought people in the game. He gave people a life. He's done so much for hip-hop. You have to consider him to be the king of New York. One way, shape, or another.
They're not going to do that. They're going to look at it like you know, this and stuff. They're going to say Jay-Z, and that's another one I was never really a fan of. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, maybe back in the early days he had some dope tracks with Source Money and all that. That was cool. But when he started getting a little bigger, I was like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't fuck with him neither, man. But much respect to him, but I don't have none of his albums in this house. I'm not going to listen to. I'd rather listen to Nas before I listen to him. That's just me.
I mean, even lyrically speaking, if you were to compare Nas, if you were to take a sheet of Nas's lyrics and compare it to a Jay-Z lyrics, Nas is better. There's no way anyone could disagree with that. Because if you took Memory Lane, for instance, this man's using words people have never heard in their whole life and using it like he flossing it, like he wants everybody to learn it. Not to mention the flow. It didn't even sound like Nas, and it was Nas. Right. But if you compare the lyricism, it's just like that. It's like if you were to take a sheet of Big L's lyrics and compare it to Biggie's lyrics. One of Biggie's best songs, one of Big L's best songs. Lyrically speaking, not even flow. Lyrically speaking, Big L would take the top notch because there's multiple punchlines. There's always double word plays. There's so much to it. As for Biggie, it was more like emphasis. I feel like Biggie was more big on the emphasis, the way he approached the bars. You know what I'm saying? But he did have some shit. You know what I mean? He did have some shit, but on a lyrical level, man, because I'm an MC. I feel like as MCs, we got to rate our favorites in a certain way. You can't just be like, oh, that nigga nice because everybody like that nigga. Nah, it's like
that's it. That's it. They don't look at it. They don't look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gonna put the popular one up there first before they'll put up somebody like a Karis one that been doing it for years. That's another one they should just give him his statue. You know, Rakim, they should give him his statue. They should give him his statue. You know what I'm saying? But they not gonna do that because the ones that's bringing in little financial, they're gonna like them better no matter what. And that's that's what it is. And like you know, somebody talking about Lil Wayne. Like I never listened to him neither because he the one that started all the bullshit in the first place. That's another guy I never listened to. Like, nah, I'm not fucking with him neither. You know,
it's ironic as fuck, bro. It's ironic as fuck, bro, because when people mention Lil Wayne, I would try to catch the nigga slipping. I'd be like, yo, you know who Cash Money is? I'd be like, Nah. They'd be like, I know Nicki Minaj, Drake, and this and that. So you know who Juvenile is? I'm like, you know who this and that? Nah, I don't know who that is. Then you ain't a fucking fan. I'm not even a fan of Lil Wayne, and I knew that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know about the Hot Boys, nigga. What is you like? Who is you comparing it to? Like, who is you looking up to? You know what I mean? Same with 50 Cent.
Never a fan of none of that shit.
Same with 50 Cent, bro.
Like I said, he's from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how come cats like J Electronica sounds way better than him, but they don't ever talk about J Electronica. Never talk about him. You know what I'm saying? That's my point right there. They go by status quo. They don't go by your lyrics anymore, or your lyrics is dope. If that's the case, Cannabis would have been around, but Cannabis fucked up so many times. They not gonna give him his statue. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do now. They don't even go by your lyrics or how dope your lyrics. Like Nas is a dope lyricist, but they give him props, but they don't give him props. They should give him more props. Black Thought is a dope lyricist. They give him props, but they don't give him enough props like he's supposed to get. That's what it is now.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Everybody talk about giving people flowers before they're gone. But y'all only be giving flowers to those that was popping. Y'all don't be giving flowers to those that be in your own motherfucking neighborhood. You know what I mean? People
That's another thing in hip hop. They don't give props to the people that got some dope shit, and because they're not popular, they don't have a status quo, they're not gonna listen to them. And they don't, and that's what it was back in the days. Back in the days, if you wasn't popular, like Big L at one point wasn't popular, but they started to listen to him and give him a buzz. He started getting recognition. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of MCs like that. It was getting recognition. Nowadays, you can be a dope lyricist and had dope beats and everything. They're not gonna give you the props because you don't have that status quo. And they'll give the props to the garbage ones, the trash ones that they can't even spell their ABCs. You know what I'm saying? They can't even say ABC, D, E, F, G. You know what I'm saying? They probably never read a book. They probably even graduated from high school, but they're gonna give them the more props than the ones that's more lyricists and anything. That's what they do.
Pretty much. I mean, that's
like me per se. Me per se. A lot of people like, damn, you should have blew up and blah blah. It's not about that. It's like, yo, these motherfuckers out here, they trying to block cats like me and others who do have a style of our own. You know what I'm saying? Because they're afraid of that. They're afraid of cats like me. They're afraid of cats like Chief Kamachi. They're afraid of cats like Reap the Lost Cause. They're afraid of cats like us. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree to that shit. I fully agree. Yo, well, definitely shout out to the homie Reap the Lost Cause too, man. He definitely got his props with the Eagles and all that other shit, man. I'm so glad to see that, man. I'm so glad to see an underground hip hop head that's been doing it the way he's been doing it be recognized the way he has. See, that's the type of shit we need. We need more murals, you know what I mean? We need more participation. We need more shit, man. Fuck the money, man. Have some community shit. Have your best lyricists come out, spit some bars. Don't be charging motherfuckers an arm and leg to spit some bars, man. You know what I mean? Like, invest. You know what I mean? Man, that's how I find some great artists sometimes too, is because I just go looking. It's like, yo, like,
that's what I
dope. He ain't getting no. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it's supposed to be.
Like I just said, Mayhem Lauren. I'm like, Duke is a beast, man, but they don't. I'm like, what the fuck? I remember like Bumpy Knuckles, Freddie Fox, a beast, but they never gave him the props. Beast.
Word.
Beast mode. You know what I'm saying? They never gave him the props. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Yeah, man. Yeah, we gonna change that though, man. One way we gonna find a motherfucking way. I don't know how, man, but word, because there's too much dope shit getting underlooked, man. And like I said before, man, I be watching a lot of people's shows, man. just to support them. You know what I mean? 'Cause I support everybody. I don't just support who supports me. I try to support everybody. But
the same
I notice a lot of
some people not going to support you, and I'm like, okay, keep it up. You just keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's like Mr. T in Rocky 3. You know what I'm saying? He had the Bogart's way to get that fight with Rocky, Clubber Lane. That's what I am. I'm just like that, getting out while you can. Give me my chance, motherfucker. And that's why I be going with my shit. That's what
you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. And I feel like more shows such as this, platforms and stuff, you give people an opportunity. But at the same time, need to separate the lanes. You know what I mean? Can't call yourself a hip hop show if you got trap niggas on it. Can't call it hip hop if you charging people mad bread just to play their song. If I was able to play motherfucking songs, bro, if I was able to play songs on this shit, on these Instagram lives and not get blocked and not get my shit deleted, man, I would be playing full albums while we talking. Like, I can't do that because my shit got, a lot of people ask me this too. They're like, why don't you play music? Because last time I did that, Instagram blocked one of my shows and deleted the shit. Wow. One of my interviews. And that's a real foul shit because, you know what I mean, I'm trying to put artists out there that may not get publicity. And otherwise, these motherfuckers are charging $50 to play one song. And they ain't investing into the Instagram promotional shit, but they get to keep their shit up? Nah, that's some foul shit, man. Like, I ain't asking for no motherfucking money. I don't want money for nobody for that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'll play your music if I can for free. Don't give me a motherfucking show, man. I fucking, play
that's the same thing I said. If I had a hip-hop show like we doing right now, I would play shit that nobody would never heard of, ever.
Word.
Ever. I will go down. I will just floodgate it with shit that's mad underground that nobody would never heard of. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get a motherfucker. But see, these motherfuckers be playing all this popular shit. I don't know how they show be staying on, but they be playing the shit that like, I heard that before. I heard this before. I don't want to hear it again. Give me something that's deep and boom bap that I never heard before in my life. That's where I be like to go with. You know what I'm saying? And you play it over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Instead of playing Tupac and Biggie and Jay-Z and all these other popular motherfuckers that you done heard in the past. No, I'm not trying to hear that shit because I done already heard it.
Facts, yo. You know what it is? Just to put this out there for people that may not know how this shit works, man. A lot of it is because people buy fake followers, right? Once you hit a 10,000 follower shit, you're eligible for shit that other people are not. So when you hit 10,000, you're able to collect badges where people can pay you money to whatever you call it, sponsor you, whatever. They get sponsorships and they get shit that allows them to do whatever they want. So a nigga like me that don't got 10,000, I'm under the bracket. I'm not allowed to do shit like that. Now I'm not gonna buy file. I'm not doing all that. I don't give a fuck. It's not worth doing all that shit just so I can play people's music. Like, what the fuck's the point of that? Especially when most of the shit's probably gonna be bots. Like, you know what I mean? Bots or fake profiles or wherever the fuck it is that they be doing. So it's like the game is all fucking fixed. It's a fixed match. There's no way, you know, I can compete with a lot of other people because they got them fucking fake shits and them promotional shit. I want to play music, man. You know what I mean? And it sucks. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? I can't even get a fucking blue check at 2,000, 3,000. But look, I'm sponsored. Look who I'm sponsored by. I can't get a blue check. You know what I mean? That's some bullshit. Like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have to get 10,000 followers for motherfucking blue check, bro. I'm sponsored by Snow Goons. I'm sponsored by Creative Juices. By, you know what I mean? Like, somebody to get him.
That's dope. Like, Creative Juices and Snow Goons. You know what I'm saying? Snow Goons, I've been listening to them since the beginning of time, like the early 2000s and 90s and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I can't get a blue check. That shit is crazy, man. I mean, it is what it is. I really don't give two fucks about it. But the reason why people want the blue check so much is because of the added perks. That's what it is. It's not even just for what is that? For bragging rights.
Right.
There's perks that people can't see. You get to see what countries are looking at your pages. You get to see shit that you don't get to see without it. So it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I want the blue checks for that. Maybe I could even do shit to help out the artists that I have on the shows. But I don't want it for bragging rights. I don't want to be on here all fucking day. Look, everybody, I got a blue check. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
exactly. A lot of motherfuckers be fronting anyway. And then when you go to their page and listen to their music, you be like, what the fuck is this? You be like, yo, what is this? What is this romper room shit? You know what I'm saying? What is this Barney shit? You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And that's the whole point in hip hop right now. Motherfuckers is not fucking humble. And I'm always going to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of back away from niggas when they not humble. I mean, I know a lot of artists that's dope, but they not humble with themselves. So I'd be like, yo, if you ain't humble in this hip hop game, then that's why this hip hop game is falling apart. Like one artist said, in New York City in the 90s, to me, motherfuckers was together. Then somewhere down the line, everybody started separating this way. They went that way. They went this way. Now you got down south, who to me, I'm not saying all of them. I'm not gonna get in trouble for saying this. A lot of them is kind of trash to me, but they stick together. You know what I'm saying? And we don't stick together up here. We're not humble with ourselves.
Nah, I feel you. I mean, but sticking together is also a vital part of growing. You know what I'm saying? Because you have the right people around you that tell you your shit is trash, write a new verse. That's important. That having that yes man around does not help your music. People don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? I would want somebody to be like, nah, man, we right there. We right there. Instead, yeah, that's the hottest shit ever. You drop the shit, you invest all your hard money into this shit, and your friend over here on that jealousy shit telling you, yeah, push it, but the shit is trash. You invested all his money into this shit, and it didn't work. When this nigga could have just been like, yo, nah, you need to be right there. I'm not feeling that shit. And it's the same friends that don't buy your album. It's the same friends that don't show up to your shows. You know what I mean? Like, you need good friends around. You need a good unit behind you. That's what makes it pop beautiful. That's what I was
saying the last time. Like, me and my brother Run the Assassin, we always compliment each other. Like, if I say his shit is dope, he'll tell me my shit is dope. We won't be lying to each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a hip-hop group's supposed to be. Instead of you got one person in the group who's jealous of you, who dislike you on the low, who's two-faced. You don't need that in your group. You don't need that in your group. If the one person they like better than you, then you be happy for that, man. I'm not going to hate on the next man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean... If you really think about it, that should be the motivation. I think people misconceive the point of like the end of the cause and effect of being jealous. You're jealous because you want something that someone else has. Instead of fucking being jealous, work towards it and get that same thing. And what sense does it make to bring another person down? You know what I'm saying? That person's dope at the bars. Instead of saying they're bitching and being all two-faced and shit, learn how to get better with the pen game. Learn how to get better with this and that. People don't do that. They just want everything to fall in their fucking lap. It don't happen like that. It never will and it never has. You got to work for what the fuck you're doing. All these motherfuckers paying for shit and doing all this extra shit is going to show later down the line. Because then when you put all this fake ass shit on the internet, you go to sell your album and the only person you're buying your shit is your fucking family. Who's the stupid one? You look stupid as fuck because you just invested mad money in fake shit.
Even some of your family members don't even support you, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something, man. You know, like I had this one person tell me I wrote a rhyme. This is like in 2014. No, actually 2013. I wrote a rhyme, and he said, "I don't like that." Right? He said he didn't like it. So he tried to write me a rhyme. He wrote me a rhyme, and I didn't like it. And I said it anyway. So the next time, that same rhyme that I wrote, I put it on this track called Boom Bap Era. You heard it. Not Boom Bap Era. It's called Minds War. So I put that verse on Minds War, and the same person that said he didn't like that verse said, "Oh, I never heard that verse. That shit is dope." But you just say you didn't like that verse. You just say you didn't like that verse. Now you like it. So this is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. You got a lot of motherfuckers haters out here, and that's the whole point. They don't want to see you succeed. And I'm not hating on nobody. I be like, yo, kudos for you, cool. But when you put your energy into it and shit, and motherfuckers is not trying to show you no love, but when they see you, and then when they see you get more like confident and get more people as fans, now they want to be down with you. No, it doesn't work that way. Because you're being phony towards me.
Pretty much.
You're being phony towards me.
Prime example, man. Like I said, you won't catch me slipping on the internet bragging this shit. I see people bragging all day, all the time. I'll be like, cool. I'll be under this shit. Yo, I'm glad. I'm happy for you. But my thing is, there's so much, you know what I'm saying? Like, if people knew how many people turned me down, how many people did not want to be on the show, how many people were this and that. But then as soon as they see, you know what I mean, real people's backing me, real people fucks with me, all of a sudden now everybody want to be in my inbox. It's like, man, you need to give shit a try. Don't just look at stats and this and that, because sometimes you get the best experiences out of things just by trying them. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about views and likes, because anyone that's been on this show, bro, told me and tells their friends and their friends and their friends, it's about being comfortable. Everybody's comfortable with me because we all can relate. We all have a good time, and we get a lot of information in the show. So it's like, that's the experience. It's well worth it.
Exactly.
Even if, you know what I mean, even if millions of people ain't fucking watching it, it don't matter. This show's about positive vibes. Everybody meeting each other. You know what I mean? If I can't meet you now, we meet in here. We build it. This ain't the over the phone. This ain't the type text bullshit. We face to face. Everyone sees what they get. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how things should be.
Facts.
People need to give more people opportunities instead of
like you gave me an opportunity on the first interview. Like when, you know, like I said, we met each other on TikTok when you had that beat. I just said, fuck it, I'm going to do the beat. And I rhymed over it, and you was like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? And that's how we started talking.
Word. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You fucking was dope. I reached out to you. You know what I mean? And that's how it's supposed to be. A lot of people that have those type of positions where they could do the same, they won't do it. You know what I mean? They won't be like, oh, this dude is nice, let me bring him on. Instead, they'll be like, nah, you gotta pay. Or nah, you don't got enough followers.
That part right there. Bingo. Like I
said,
I mean? If you're a dope MC and you want to feature on my track, I'm not gonna be like, well, you gotta give me $100. You gotta give me $1,000. I'm not gonna do that. That's defeating the purpose. You know what I'm saying? That means that you're not really hip hop is about being humble. And so when motherfuckers do that shit, I be like, motherfucker, you ain't humble, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to listen to your shit if you do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's being real corny. And to me, it's just real corny. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're a real big artist, okay. But if you like some round the way nigga, I'd be like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Let's do this. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm saying too. That's how hip hop's supposed to be. Because that's how it was in the 90s.
If anybody's ever paid me for anything, bro, whether it was to be on the show or not, because there was some people that did contribute, did donate. And I appreciate the fuck out of that, because I really don't expect nothing of nobody except to help out and do what I can. But anybody that's ever paid me, I go a million times what was expected of that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not one of them dudes that I'm going to push you, get you on the show, push you, and that's the last time you're going to hear from me. It's like, nah, you're gonna I'm gonna be in your motherfucking inbox. I'm gonna be wishing you a happy Merry Christmas. I'm gonna be like, yo, let's try and link up sometime. So this is what.
And that's vice versa. I support you too. I mean, vice versa. We gotta support each other instead of motherfuckers being corny. Like, oh, so he ain't been doing this. It's a lot of MCs out here, motherfuckers, that can probably slaughter you. I don't care how many deals you had or how many status you had. It's a motherfucking homeless nigga that's probably got some dirty, rusty Timbs that's falling apart. Will probably fuck you up lyrically. So that doesn't mean shit to me.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We just need to, everybody needs to reevaluate themselves. You know what I mean? Exactly. When everybody wakes up, when everybody hears this show, instead of just overlooking the show and be like, this is a waste of my time, really listen to what's being said. You know what I'm saying? The person that always thinks they're right about everything, they do not have the capacity to learn, the capacity to grow.
That's being a narcissist. And I try to stay away from a narcissist that's not humble. And that's what I have dealt with before. And I don't like being around that. You know what I'm saying? When you like that, and you think you know everything, and you're not willing to learn, then I have to keep it pushing. I have to push you to the left, and I have to go to the right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But on that note, I see people that's coming in the chat line. My name is B Danger, a.k.a. Night Stalker. You can find my stuff on Spotify, iTunes, all platforms, every other platform. I have an album, Rival the Awakening, and I have album Extreme Being, and I have a lot of singles online on all platforms, YouTube, everywhere. So it's straight boom bap. It ain't no more bullshit, mumble, drill, whatever you call that dumb shit. They all sound the same to me. Type shit.
Crack wearing bullshit.
It's extreme boom bap hip hop. Extreme to the extreme because I try to come different from the norm. Exactly. So that's my name. B Danger, A.K.A. Night Stalker.
And an honorable mention, you produce your own beats, and honestly, your shit is fucking hardcore. So yeah, I definitely got to put that out there too for those that didn't know. You do produce a lot of your own shit too. So
exactly. I do my own beats. I ain't looking for nobody to do beats for me. And I have used some other people's beats that gave me beats on the second album, but mostly the first album was all me. Like that's why he said the last time he said I was from the Robert Awakening more than the Extreme Being, because the second album had a lot of other feature producers on it, but a lot of them some of them was my beats, some was other people's beats. So yeah, you're gonna get, but in all you're gonna get a flavor of extreme boom bap from the singles and beyond. So that's what's up.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, it was definitely nothing against those producers. They had some dope shit too, but it's just your style of beat making, I think, was more of my interest, I guess. You know what I mean? Because I like dark, gritty. I like the.
That's it. That's me.
Yeah, so you know what I mean?
Because I like dark, gritty stuff because I can think more of what's going on in this world today. You know what I'm saying? Like the world is in shambles right now, and everybody is trying to ignore it. And then when I'm rhyming, I'm like, I gotta express it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people try to ignore it. So that's why they put out all this bullshit so people can forget about what cats like me talk about, or what cats want to talk about, or what you know, like Bumpy Knuckles, Mayhem Lauren, etc., the underground rappers talk about. They don't want to hear us say stuff about what the police do to black folks, or what the economy's going through. They don't want us to talk about that. So they try to dumb down these rappers today just talking about nothing. That's it.
Pretty much. No doubt, no doubt. But yo, on some real shit, man, I'm glad we got to come back to this convo, you know what I mean? Because I know last time we kind of had to cut it a little short because I wanted to talk about the music too. Because we had a lot to talk about last show with shit, but I'm definitely glad we was able to touch base on all this shit too. It was well worth the wait and shit. Because I know you had a lot on your mind. I know you had a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I had a lot on my mind because, like I said again, you see in this world, it's just fucked up. You know, like in both of our cultures. You know, you got, like I said, you got these coaches talking about relationships, like why the black woman don't like the black man, or why the black man don't like the black woman, why the Latino don't like the Latin. You know, it's just too much. It's just getting out of hand, you know. And then you got these dudes out here, they want to be feminine. You got the woman, they want to be masculine. And I'm like, where is this shit going? Where's all this bullshit going now? You know what I'm saying? So me, I just back away from that shit now. I just like, I don't want no parts of it anymore.
I feel you. It is what it is, man. I mean, you know what I mean? Hopefully things can get back to the way it's supposed to be, where, you know what I mean, we can stop the bullshit and stuff, stop the killing. You know what I mean? Everybody could wise up and everybody could just be equal, man. You know what I mean? Women, men, race, culture, MCs.
All that shit.
Word.
Every last one of it. You know what I'm saying?
Word. But we gonna keep making that hot shit, man. We gonna fix this shit somehow, man. I don't know how, but you know what I mean? Throw a quarter in the wishing well type shit aside. We're gonna make something happen this new year, man. I feel it. I feel this new year, something gonna change. We gonna make it happen. You know what I mean? One way or another.
And much respect to Supreme. Much respect to you, man, because you know you're a deep thinker and you're dope and, you know, doing your beats and all. And I respect your little podcast right here. And that's why I wanted to talk to you, because you know, I felt comfortable the last time we spoke. I was looking at the last interview, and I was like, that was a nice interview. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing phony about it or nothing. We were just going left and right. We were just going at it, man. And I respect that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you go to an interview, they trying to pick your brain and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, you can't do that with me. I'm too smart for you to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And me, you just having a conversation. Just like the time when I told you, I went to Sean Price's house those 3 times and I met him. Well, I met him a lot of times, but when I was at his house, it was just like a nice conversation. We were just chilling, laughing and joking, and I had a humble time. And a lot of cats don't have that. They just don't be humble with themselves. You just be like, all right, peace, God. Peace, King. You just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats, they get like, that's the word today, just to be humble. And a lot of cats is not being humble. You know what I'm saying? So.
Word. I mean, you know, because at the end of the day, man, it's hip-hop shit. You're either relatable or you're not. You know what I mean? If you can't relate to somebody else, how you gonna comprehend what they're going through? How you gonna comprehend why they write the shit they write? How are you even gonna understand their music? Right. You know what I mean? Music is a language. Music is from the soul. Music is from the heart. Music is from the brain. So, you know what I mean? You have to be relatable. And a lot of these cats can't because they never MC'd, they never produced, they've never been in the streets. So if you had none of those in common, all they're gonna want to do is pick your brain because they had nothing better to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
They more most of these artists, like you just said, they more made up artists. That's what they are. They just made up artists. They just actors. That's what they are.
They try to live through your experience. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's like a soft dude being in the hood, and they try to learn through the experience instead of actually being involved in it their entire life.
So that every time you see these guys, you see them in the news doing something stupid. Oh, this person beat up this person. Oh, this person got shot this person. This dude got shot in a dice game. That's not hip-hop to me. That's not hip-hop. It's not hip-hop. This bitch got shot in the foot. Come on. Enough already. Stop it. Cut it out.
Yo, word. Yeah, it's gotta stop, man. This shit is crazy,
much,
man.
That's putting a stain on hip hop, and I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck. That's not us. That's them. You know what I'm saying? They the ones is making it look retarded, and then we not. It's not the boom bap era. It's them. And I'm doing that dumb shit. If you are a millionaire, you made it in the game, why are you out there playing dice? Well, you should be out there doing something for the community. You should be doing something positive for the community. You should be putting that money invested in something for you, something positive for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? But they don't think that way. You know what I'm saying? KRS-One goes around colleges giving speech lessons. That's positive. You don't see none of these motherfuckers doing that shit. They out there doing dumb shit with their pants hanging down. And they be like in their 30s and 40s and shit, trying to still hang. It doesn't look right.
Pretty much. Pretty much, man. Yeah, in order to have a change, man, people need to see the problem and come up with a solution instead of just letting shit slide. You know what I mean? Ain't shit gonna change if we just keep letting these people get an out of jail free card, man. And shit ain't gonna it ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? And that's why motherfuckers are scared of niggas like me and you. Cause we decide to be the first one like, yo, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? What is you doing? Like, I don't give a fuck. You can punch me in my motherfucking face all day. I'll still be the loudest motherfucker to tell you about yourself. Like, what the fuck is you doing? I ain't doing that. Now, pick your motherfucking pants up, bro. Ain't nobody want to see that. To pull out some motherfucking shoes, nigga. This ain't motherfucking a greenhouse effect. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to really stop with this bullshit. Stop with these weirdo shits. Everybody out here flossing chains and
because you know why? It's affecting like the youth. See, when we came up, we had people to look up to because they were saying these little kids, what do they have to look up to? That's what they look up to, and they want to be that way, and then they wind up getting shot, killed, murdered over these people's dumb lyrics. You know what I mean? So that's why I said, what is hip hop doing now positive for the youth? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's why I don't support it.
Pretty much. It's all good, man. As long as we got people like you in the game, we gonna figure it. We gonna handle this shit. So when you hear me spitting like that again, it's like I'm expressing it. I'm just letting it's like a lion just sitting there for a while, just watching everything. And I'm like, I just let it go. That's why you hear that grimy voice when I rhyme. And you hear the pain, the anger in it, because I be looking at the world like, yo, this shit is fucked up out here today. It ain't like in my mom and dad's time, or your mom and dad's time. You know, everybody was sticking together back then. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when I wish I was like a grown man in the 70s, like my dad was. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen the struggles that people went through in the 70s, but they all stuck together. And now today, everybody got it too easy, but they don't know how to utilize it. You know, and that's the problem today. They don't know how to utilize these things. They got internet. They got social media. There was no social media in the 70s and the 60s. You know what I'm saying? Fred Hampton was out there, the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? And Huey P. Newton. They was in the fight. You know, Martin Luther King. You know, he got shot for what? What did Martin Luther King die for? What did Malcolm X die for? You know what I'm saying? And we out here doing stupid shit today. So that's my whole point. I definitely, yeah, I'm glad you said that. I mean, it's tough for me to speak on any type of situation like that, bro, because, you know what I mean? I feel like some things get a little too, I don't even know what the word is, man, like, you know what I mean? Because I'm a Latino, from the Latino community, so, you know what I mean?
But for y'all community too, we was like back then, you know, they try to make it like, we wasn't together, breakdancing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I was watching one of these shows where, it was like Latinos and blacks. That was another thing I didn't like, because y'all was a part of the hip hop culture too. You had Crazy Legs, you had all the breakdancing back in the 80s and late 70s. You know what I'm saying? Graffiti artists. So we all a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics. So I have no problem with that. I'm not gonna sit there and say blacks, we did start it, but y'all was a part of it. And I'm not gonna sit there and try to discredit y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I hate to hear. That type of shit, it pisses me off when I hear shit like that. Because they was there and y'all was there and we was there. I remember all that shit because I'm a little older than you. I remember in the Bronx they was everywhere and shit, breakdancing and spinning on their fucking heads. I remember all that shit. So yeah, like we all need to just stick together and keep the hip hop culture the way it was, and make it into another level of new hip hop. And they trying to just discredit everything and move it out of the way. That's what they doing.
Yeah, they try to segregate this shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? Exactly. I'm not trying to segregate this shit because we all held each other down, man. Life and in hip hop. And you know what I mean? Me and hip hop kept my ass out of jail, kept my ass from doing a whole bunch of bad shit.
Of course, so, it kept me out of trouble too. It was either me playing basketball or me spitting the bar or me doing some break dancing, hip hop dancing. All this kept me out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So at the end of the day, man, my perception of it is just we need to just stick together, man. For everyone that allegedly claims the white man or the man in general or the system is holding down blacks or holding down Latinos, we're wrong. We're wrong because we're holding ourselves down. Crabs in the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? If you see something wrong, it don't matter what race you are. Wrong is still fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? So if you know what I mean? If I see a black dude getting hemmed up by the cops and it's somebody I know, I ain't pulling out my motherfucking phone. I'm jumping in there. I don't give a fuck if I get arrested. I get pounded the fuck out.
If I see a Hispanic dude getting beat down by a cop, I'm not gonna pull out my phone. I'm gonna jump in there and try to whoop ass too. We both gonna be going to jail, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's the society today. People like this thing that happened in Mexico with this girl get beat up by her friends, and they from here. And what was that all about? And they filming the shit, and they leave their friend there, and they gonna tell the parents that she died. And see all that stems from this music that they put out today. This negativity that they put out today is not helping the community of blacks and Latinos. It's not helping at all.
Very much.
And that's where that comes from.
Very much. I look at, man, my bottom line to this whole segregation shit, racism shit, and all this shit, man. I'm not I'm not a genius of this shit. I learn as I go every day, man. But I'll tell you this much, man. We are still of color. Black, brown, we're still of color. So at the end of the day, all separating ourselves by shades is stupid, man. Like, you know what I mean? It makes no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like because you know why? And I talked about this before. So who do they think is the GOAT of hip hop now? Which I don't think he's the GOAT of hip hop. Yes, it's ironic, but that is kind of crazy.
That's not true to me. That's not gonna be true ever. It's not gonna ever be true to me. The guy,
I don't agree with that either.
The boy can spit, but nah, I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah,
and that's another thing. Everybody jumps on bandwagons now. This person, that person, and and that's the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that. I talked about that before when they said, you know, he was a GOAT. That's what they try to do with fucking Larry Bird. That's what they try to do with Elvis. That's what they try to do with Jerry Cooney when he was boxing Larry Holmes. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. They tried that with Tommy Morrison when he was boxing.
I don't even go by the race, bro. Like, I don't even go by the race. I mean, as far as going by the race card, I mean, yeah, he is white, so it's like it is kind of irony, you know what I mean? Because everybody would separate each other by races and classes and shit. But it's more so I don't consider him to be the great because, you know what I'm saying? He just doesn't fit in my top 10. It ain't nothing against him or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just not.
You know. And like I said, you're right. I have heard some like we spoke about that. I have heard some dope ass Caucasians that I will put way above him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a lot of them, bro. I know so many dope spitters.
Like Vinny Paz. You got Vinny Paz, you got Copyright. You got Ill Bill. You got Necro. You know what I'm saying? You got Sabak Red. You got Gore-Tex. So many of them.
Gore-Tex.
I can just keep going down the line. You know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying, man.
It doesn't matter. It's just that I don't look at him that way. Alchemist is a dope producer and a spitter. So doesn't matter. I'm just saying that as him, I just don't look at him that way because I never really looked at him. I liked him in the early years before he blew up. You know what I'm saying? The early years, you know what I'm saying? And I used to listen to his stuff then. I mean, but I wasn't really a fan of it. I just thought he was like, all right, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But now I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Company Flow, they was dope. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of MCs out here. That's not him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'd be like, yo, y'all don't get it. They don't get it. They just jump on bandwagons.
Pretty much, man. I mean, like I said, man, hip-hop is every race. Until we stop basing each other on shades of color and shit, man, we're not going to be Voltron. You know what I mean? We ain't going to be connecting the way we're supposed to be connected to shit. We're taking away opportunities rather than being given opportunities because of the sheer fact that we can't get along. We can't handle things the way we're supposed to be handling it. Everybody's separating into cliques and shit. Stupid. I bet if we all form together, like, we could literally take over the world, if not the motherfucking record label game, like on a whole nother motherfucking level. Make a whole one boom bap label.
We can't have no more. I mean, we can't have no more Vanilla Ices and fucking MC Hammers no more. And that's where the shit's going back to.
Yeah, I don't think that's, I mean, I don't even know if that's even worth bringing back. Even in this, I mean, you had some trash motherfuckers back then. Those two was one of them for me. I wasn't checking for that shit at all. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like I said, while they was doing that, playing that shit, I was already playing Tribe Called Quest and fucking, Edo G and the Bulldogs and fucking Lisa New School and shit, and Brand Nubian. And I was fucking with that around that time. I was not fucking with no fucking Vanilla Ice MC Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line is, you can sell millions of records. Doesn't make you a dope MC. You can be trash and sell millions of records. And people got to get that through their thick skull, B. But they don't do that. They don't do that. But it's all good, man. It is what it is, man. Like I said, there's a lot of good shit coming this year. I'm looking forward to it. We only about to be a month in from the new year and shit, and I already feel it, man. I feel it in the air, bro. I feel like it's gonna be a change. Something's gonna just change the game, man. I mean, we've been working towards it. We've been had the goal set, and I think this year we're gonna take it.
But right now, Be Danger been on a little hiatus. But in the mid-spring, I got a lot of new things coming around with some new tracks. I wrote some new rhymes. They not on the track yet. I got the tracks ready, and I got a couple of shows coming up soon. So, you know, I got a couple of shows with major artists coming up soon. So be Danger will be doomed soon. He'll come right back. We'll be dooming soon. We'll be coming right back to where we was. You know what I'm saying? It's just that there's a lot of things that I want to make sure this time I'm gonna just do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? But again, y'all listening, y'all can check out Stream Being, Arrival Awakening. There's a lot of singles out there. You get the flavor of where I come from, and you can go from there. It's definitely boom bap, New York City, Brooklyn, Bronx, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got that same flavor. You know what I'm saying? Of boom bap hip hop.
Indeed. It's definitely worth listening, man. Like I said, for those that didn't see the the last interview with the homie and shit, check that out again too. Run it back, because we were discussing the albums and shit. My personal opinion on it, his opinion on it. For those that missed that show, you know, may go back, get a little recap, if you will. But meanwhile, check out what you do have. And I am interested in hearing the new shit. Definitely want to hear the new shit, man. Like, I've been definitely looking forward to that since our last discussion. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. I got a lot of new rhymes I done wrote. I'm just putting them on the sideline, so I won't let nobody hear it yet. And then it's gonna be totally different from what I was doing before. So I'm trying every year. I try to elevate something different instead of, because a lot of artists, they'll come out and they'll still sound the same they did before. You know, like that's why I respected cats like a Karis One. Every year he was like changing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't stay in one place. And Nas, he didn't stay in one place. Every year he was changing. You know, and a guy they overlook a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they overlook us. Pharoah Monch, man. I mean, like, sick motherfucker when he be rhyming. You know what I'm saying? Every year he started getting deeper and deeper and deeper. You know what I'm saying? I like cats that, like, you hear their album, you hear the progression in their album every year. You know what I'm saying? I like cats like that. I don't like when cats sound the same on each track. You be like, well, he sound like he did before. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like out of the Wu-Tang, you know, I everybody always say that, you know, Method Man. I like him, but to me, my favorite artist out of there, and he gets overlooked, is a GZA. You know, the GZA, he's so intelligent. The GZA and Raekwon and Ghost, them my favorite three out of them. You know what I'm saying? They get kind of overlooked out of the Wu, mostly the GZA. So yeah, I like those. I like the GZA. He gets overlooked, and every year when I was listening to his albums back then, he was like evolving every year. So that's what I try to do with my rhymes. I try to evolve every year. Try to evolve.
That's what's supposed to. That's the only way you're gonna grow, man. You said, you know what I mean? If you treat hip hop like a treadmill where you just run into the same place, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. You gotta give them something different. You gotta give them something different, a sound or a thought or a catchphrase, or even the way the music is going. You gotta give them something totally different. You know, I had one track where I said a speech in the middle of it. I said a Nat Turner speech, and motherfuckers was like, oh shit. So I try to do something different than the norm.
That's what's up, man. That shit is dope. Yeah, man. Yo, but yeah, I definitely, once again, man, I appreciate your time, bro, and appreciate our conversation.
Appreciate you too, bro. Facts.
Definitely dope, man. Can't wait to hear the new shit you got coming out. Everybody that's tuned in, that's going to watch the show later on YouTube, man, make sure to follow him. Be Danger, a.k.a. Night Stalker. You know what I mean? Check him out on Spotify, all the platforms and shit. And you know what I'm saying? We gonna do this again when you drive newer shit, man, so we can definitely chop it up some more.
No doubt, no doubt. And I ain't forgot about your beats, man. I just been TikTok. I haven't really been on there. Every time I go on TikTok, it's getting out of hand now. So I try to go on there every now and then. But I'm definitely gonna go check them beats out.
I feel you. Nah, no doubt, no doubt. I appreciate it, man. Whenever you get the chance to and shit. Word. But nah, man, we go chop it up after this and shit. I'm gonna drop this out probably Sunday and shit. And hopefully you get the feedback you deserve, man. You know what I mean? You dope artist, man.
No doubt, fam. So it's nice talking to you, fam, as always.
No doubt. You already know, brother. We gonna talk again soon.
No doubt. So peace out, fam.
Brother. Peace, bro.
All right.
So without the homie B Danger, you know what I mean? Make sure to follow him. Follow him on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Check out his Spotify, all the playlist, all the major platforms to see. You got albums on there, singles and shit like that. Go back to my YouTube. We got the previous interview with me and him in case y'all need a recap. Once again, appreciate everybody that tuned in. Appreciate everybody that supports the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drop this on Sunday, hopefully. A bit of more information real quick before I forget, you know what I'm saying? I got some new projects coming out with the homies. Words is back, you know what I mean? We got a whole album together. This shit is going to be fire. I'm really excited about that. My sons, the Dynasty Brothers, is going to be dropping a whole album with the homie SC Static. That shit is going to be dope as fuck. And I got a whole project with the homie Mars One. Yeah, we got some shit coming this year, man. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? I got some other shit I can't even mention because, you know what I mean, gotta keep shit in the vault for right now, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody who supports, you know what I mean, supports the show. And you know what I'm saying, shout out to the sponsors once again, Snow Gooms, Creative Juices Music, Elite Sound International, Blaze 'em Up Radio, Smiley the Ghetto Child, Vinyl Frontier, you know what I mean, everybody supports the show. I hope y'all all have a great weekend, and I'll check y'all next week.